Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Chasing the Stars. I'm happy to see you again here in this episode, and I don't want to speak long, and we can get back into the story right away. Tears, you didn't tell me you'd have lunch with us today. I decided at the last moment seeing my friends would help me to calm down before going to the lab facing Mark again. What? Now I need an appointment to see my friends? Of course not. Ignore this idiot. Come and sit with us. Hey, you mind your words. Stop bickering, you two, or people would think you're dating. What? Me with this dumb ass? Never. Hey, that's my cue, not yours. Besides, I'm already going out with someone. Oh, that's new. Who's the poor thing? What do you mean, poor thing? The, let's say, lucky one is a guy we met at the other night, but don't worry about him, I gave them a month at most. Hey! I chuckle amused, although a small part of me feels a tiny bit sad because I haven't even met my friend's new boyfriend. I'm missing a lot, it seems. And what about you? Any news? There should be a perfect moment to leave before this damn witch reads my mind again. No, nothing. Lessons are boring and the lab, well, it's just hard, monotonous work. Is it so? Right, perfect moment. I stand up and start to gather my belongings. I should get going, I have a pile of work to do. Leave the tray, we'll clean it up with hours later. What a short visit to yours. Sorry, I try to pop by more often, I promise. I leave hastily before they can convince me to stay longer. Crap, I'm not used to keep important news from my friends. This is going to be hard. I work for a couple of hours with Quim, Zoe and Ren. We are mostly quiet and fully focused, although having company while working is nice. I feel uneasy now every time I find a mistake, knowing what they mean. Each time I find one, I can't help but glance at my lab mates. They really haven't noticed. I thought they were sharper, to be honest. I'm dying to ask them, but of course I can't do that. Tears. I jump in surprise. I was so concentrated on my screen that I haven't seen Mark appearing by my side. Can you come to my office for a minute? Yes, sure. What does he want? Are you in trouble? Yeah, he's asking you for a lot lately. Is this suspicious in Ren's voice? No, it must be my imagination. No, don't worry, it's nothing. We are checking some past calculation for the dome, that's all. And he's consulting with you? Wow, he must really trust you then. I chuckle, try to avoid the topic. There's an unknown man sitting in front of Mark's desk when I push the door open. He gets to his feet and hearing the door openly studies me. Despite not having seen him before, I know what kind of man he is, a war veteran. He's in his late 40s and has a strong build, as tall as Mark and with a wider chest than him. And then there's his arm, of course. I know it's not polite to stare like this, but I can't help it. His biomechanical arm is impressive. Veterans usually wear their prosthetic limbs covered, ashamed of them, but this one shows his off proudly. And honestly, I think I would do the same. His metallic arm is smooth and has an attractive design, but at the same time it looks like advanced technology, complicated and dangerous. Tears, this is Roy. I already explained to him and you'll be part of our Plan B team. I reach out to shake hands with him. He hesitates for a moment, but he shakes my hand with vigor. Pleased to meet you. He just nods in answer. His eyes are like the ones of Hawk under the thick brows, and his gaze is making me uneasy. After a minute or so, he seems at last happy with his inspection of my person and relaxes, looking at Mark with a mere matter-of-fact expression. I wonder for a moment when he arrived here. I haven't seen him enter, so perhaps he came earlier to avoid being seen by the students. If you say, he'll be useful, I trust you, of course. That sentence seems to imply a but. I grit my teeth and try to smile and be polite. I don't know much of what needs to be done, so I'll be under your care. But if Mark thinks I can be of use, then I'll be glad to follow your instructions and help whenever I can. Mark nods with a proud smile. You'll do great. Roy just needs to see you in action. Roy doesn't seem very convinced. Well, fuck him. I'm here for Mark, not for him. So, like it or not, I'm now in his team. Tell him about tonight's plan, Royce. He sits down on his armchair and looks at us through squinted eyes. He reminds me of a cat studying its prey sometimes. Refusing to be too impressive, I sit down on the other armchair, forcing the veteran to be the only one standing up. He starts to paced around the room, thoughtful. I guess we can meet around 10 p.m. The guards of the office you are visiting tonight switch at 10:30. He stops and glares at me. That's the exact moment we can sneak in unnoticed, so don't be late, not even a minute, got it? With a grumpy grandpa, and nod with a winner's smile. Don't worry. He gives me a not impressed look before giving me his back. I'll give you the details tonight, kid. If you show up, see you then. I quickly check with Mark that I'm really being dismissed for now. He smirks and shrugs, as if telling me, yes, he's always like this. Well, not that I like to be treated this way, but I suppose I have to gain this guy's trust with actions, not with words. I get up and walk to the door. See you tonight. And I leave. We meet the same night outside the university buildings. A large airship flies over us, covering the sky for a short moment. I wait until it passes to introduce myself to the small group of people. Hi, I'm Tears. If I was expecting a bunch of science nerds, well, then I would be disappointed. Luckily, Mark already warned me the team would be varied, and now I can see what he meant. Besides, my encounter with Rory gave me a solid hint of what I would find.
Hello, welcome to the team.
A dark-haired girl around 25 with a wide smile is the first one in approaching me. To be honest, she seems to be the only normal person in the group. By her side, Roy greets me with a grunt.
So you came after all.
Of course. I never go back once I decide to do something. So get used to it.
Almost hidden behind him, there's another girl, tan skin, pretty and, well, there's no other way to describe her better than saying it bluntly, a prostitute. When she finally gazes shyly at me, I wave at her with a smile. Hello there.
Hello, I'm Nur.
Her voice is tiny and has a strong accent, as if she's only been in our country for a short time. The final member of our team is a guy of 30-something, with all the look of a jail-escaped criminal. He smiles slyly at me before shaking my hand.
Hey, Tears, was it? My name is Brew.
I nod at him, feeling a bit uneasy. Roy surprised me roaring with her laughter.
What happened, boy? Not the kind of company you're used to? You're still in time to scramble.
Akira tusks at his side, pulling a face.
And why would I do that? You heard me. I won't back out now.
The grumpy grandpa is pissing me off, but I'm too stubborn to step back. I show him I'm reliable, brilliant, and resourceful with whatever it is that you're doing.
What are we going to do tonight?
He shrugs.
Something simple, since it's your first time.
We start walking by the street.
There's a bit of equipment in the storeroom near here. It's supposed to be shipped to Germany tomorrow morning, so the plan is messing with their computer.
Oh,
Let's
they're
send
shipping it to
Samoa,
us.
for example.
I've frown.
That will only cause a delay of a couple of days.
Yes, but nobody will notice the error has been produced by an external factor. Keeping a low profile is crucial. Besides, the equipment was going to be used to store some perishable test compounds. And now, since it won't arrive in time, the whole test will need to be started over again.
Oh, that's more useful.
Although I feel bad for the poor researchers who have worked hard in that test, but I better not say it aloud in front of Roy. Oh crap, we are passing in front of the night spike. Today is a weekday, but I hope Lila is not around. We walk past the club and no one calls out to me, so I guess there wasn't anyone I knew outside the club. It's here, come on. He gestures to a door with a sign on its side. The building is a technical lab that works for the university. We go inside an elegant hall. There's a desk down the hallway where one would usually find a janitor, but it seems to be empty. What about the janitor? Shouldn't they have been here to refuse us the entrance? We are not staffed with access. And now from experience that the janitor at my faculty's building wouldn't have let us pass so easily. Roy chuckles at this. The janitor owes Mark a favor or two, so he'll be gone for a coffee break during all the time that we're here. Sadly, he won't risk touching the computers, so up we go. We take one of the lifts on our right side and go to the second floor. Roy makes us stop while he checks his watch, and after a couple of minutes in complete silence, he nods and we can walk out the lift. Brew, the criminal-looking guy, opens the door for the lab in no time. We are now at a spacious lab with many desks with computers. We get enough lighting from the street pouring through the translucent windows, so we don't need to turn on the lights. Okay, Tears, so now's your turn. We've got exactly 12 minutes until the security guard reaches this part of the building, and we should be gone in 15, so the janitor can close the street door in time not to get caught. I'm not looking around in slight confusion. Which one of these computers has the shipping order? We don't know. Oh, great. Okay, help me turn all the computers on, guys. The two girls do as I told them, hurried, and Roy and the doorbreaker join us after our hearts beat, clearly reluctant. Hey, I might be clever, but I only have 2 hands. I glanced around the office while the computers warm up. There are photos, textbooks, wiring, and IT devices everywhere. Finding some hint of which one is the right computer and the name of the path of the file we're looking for would save us time. Look around the room and search. I open up, browse 3 or 4 photos that are piling around in a more or less arranged way. They have past invoices, shipping details, and even contracts, but nothing from the current month or the previous one. Maybe the information isn't printed yet, or maybe it's still on the desks. Anyway, trying to find it this way is useless. There's simply too many documents. We could be at it the whole night and we don't have much time. Okay, I hope I won't fail this time, because I failed the last time. The 4 computers are starting up quickly. Each one of us sits in front of the computers and begins to search. Crap, there are more than 100 folders in mine. Yeah, in mine too. At this rate, we won't be able to find the right one in time. Take it easy, guys. We're looking for something with shipping or something similar in the name. Well, I can't find it so far, but I'll keep searching. I wish this office and this computers were as tidy as Mark's ones. But this place is quite a mess. I'm sure we were able to find the right file, but it might require more time than we have. I peer into my comrades' tasks, and then I notice each computer has a color band on the top part of its monitor. What does it mean? Why colors? I scratch the sticker through the color band of the computers I'm sitting at. It's navy blue. The others are green, yellow, and red. I focus again on my task, although I'm starting to feel it's a bit hopeless. Perhaps I should search for another clue. Okay, the colors on the computer have something to do with the shipping thing. I think so. So, the pinboard is covered in blueprints showing different kinds of mechanical devices, and also piping and instruction diagrams. The yellow scans are full of markups, and some of the blue drawings have them too. A rather used bit of information suddenly pops up in my mind. The markups are all done in yellow, blue, red, green, or pencil. I remember from one of my civil engineering class that yellow means checked and okay, green means further instructions, blue means to delete, and red means to be added. They're rather useless, as I said. Hold on, it might not be as useless as I thought. I bolt and look again at the computers. The color bands on them are the same 4 colors in the markups. That must mean something. But how are the colors in the markups and the computers related? Come on, Tears, do something. 7 minutes left. I would check the computer with the yellow band. I don't know why. I have forgotten the instruction, but when I read it, I thought in a moment, oh yes, yellow is the right one. Oh my god. I just click it. I sit in a computer with a yellow band on it. If yellow means checked and ready, it should be used for the stuff that's finished and ready to ship, right? Yeah, that's what I think. Perhaps I'm just trying to convince myself, but I have no other option. Not with how little time we've got left. 6 minutes left, Tears. Move! I'm trying. A quick search tells me there aren't any photos by the name shipping, so I take a quick look at the programs instead. Oh, at least. Finally. There's one that sounds familiar. I've never used it, but Ren and Mark have it on their computers, and I'm almost sure it has something to do with dispatching parcels. I open it and check the recent files used with the program. Each one has a date attached to a description of the parcel, size, weight, and its destination. I think I've got it. Our shipment was supposed to leave tomorrow, right? Roy comes running to my side and studies the screen. It's this one. Date is tomorrow, and the size and weight fits with the kind of equipment it is. Are you sure? He nods. I change the destination. When the drop-down menu opens, I study for a short moment all the options. You don't have Samoa in the menu, but what about New Zealand? Is it exotic enough for you? Damn, yes, let's send the equipment on a nice world tour. I pick up the option and saved it. I'm jealous of those parcels. What an awesome tourist trip they have taken. I chuckle. We turn off all the computers, smiling proudly while Roy frowns by the door with his eyes focused on his watch. Relax, man. We made great time. Oh, Gott sei Dank. Sorry, that was German. Oh my god, I'm glad. Thanks to Tears. I give her a thumbs up, Granny. I'll relax when I've taken all of you out of here safely. Come on, at my gesture, we're leaving. I don't want to listen to a single word or record once we cross the door, alright? We are not in turn serious again. He's right, we haven't finished yet, so it might be too early to congratulate ourselves. Roy opens the door of the lab, peeks outside and gestures down with his hand. We all follow him out right off the lift we used before. The janitor's desk is still empty, so we don't stop to check it and run to the main door. Once we're out in the streets, I let go of the breath I was holding.
Yay! That was a blast!
Hush and walk. We better not be seen standing out this building for long.
Oh, right.
We keep walking fast until we go back where we met, still in the university area but a couple of streets away from our target.
Can we celebrate yet? I have some celebration liquor right here.
He takes a hip flask from an inner pocket of his coat and shows it to us.
Sure, give it here.
For a moment I think Roy will frown and scold us, but to my surprise he grins, reaches out and messes Akira's hair with fondness.
Pass it around. We really made it in record time tonight, mates.
He turns to look at me with fondness.
And it's all thanks to you, Turs. Mark was right. You'll be a really useful member for our team. So I hope this even hasn't made you get cold feet. It would be a shame. And I can tell you, I'd be really disappointed.
Nah, I'm fine with it.
It was a rush of adrenaline, right?
Quite a bit, yes.
Brew licks his lip after drinking this and throws me the hip flask.
Nothing better than doing forbidden stuff to feel alive, mate.
I arch one eyebrow in his words, but then the liquor reaches my throat and I have enough work trying not to cough my lungs out to reply to him. Shit, that burns.
Nice liquor, dude. I won't ask what the hell it is.
It's house-made. Isn't it great?
And he winks at me. I offer him a weak smile, too tired to argue.
I should go home already. I have class at 8 in the morning.
Well, that's too bad. I thought you'd join us for a drink. A more proper drink, I mean.
We shouldn't be seen going to bars together anyway, Akira. So you better celebrate at home.
She pulls a face, but then she asks the other girl if she wants to go over to her apartment.
Am I not invited?
Akira opens her eyes wide for a moment in panic until Brew bursts out laughing.
The face you made. Don't worry.
Could it be that I'm not the only one who feels a bit turned off by his looks? Good night, guys, and great job altogether. I'll contact you soon. We all say goodbye and part ways. The next day, everything seems surreal. How can we be working so peacefully in our research project as if nothing wrong ever happened? The hours feel endless and I catch myself spacing out now and then. Admitted, tears after the thrill of breaking in the lab, with the risk of getting caught doing something illegal, working on calculation fees rather boring. I shake my head. What's wrong with me? I remind myself that I'm working on my life's project. That should be exciting enough. But every time I go back to my numbers, working of drinking water treatment process right now, while our first prototype of the dome is being finished. I find this long-term task a bit discouraging. I wish everything was solved soon and we wouldn't need more delays. I want to go to Alaya right now, or at least as soon as possible. Hey Tears! Oh right, I'm not alone in the lab. The prolonged silence in my thoughts made me forget I'm working with my lab mates again. Hi, need a break from the computer too? We could go to the vending machine. That too, but I wanted to ask you was if you already have the discount tickets for the concert. What? What concert? Oh, don't tell us you've forgotten. The concert of the friend of yours. The one you introduced to us at the Night Spy. Nils gig? Are you talking about that? Oh crap, I totally forgot. It's tomorrow, right? But you promised you would get us discount ticket, Tears. Yes, how could you forget? Okay, cut me some slack. I get those tickets, don't worry. I just have to call Nil. It's so fucking perfect. Exactly what I needed right now. Oh shit. Are you alright? Is there any problem with your friend? He's his ex, you dumb ass. Oh, really? But it seemed like you're still friends, right? Did you fight with him? No, of course not. It's just that the other night at the Night Spy, it was the first time I saw him in almost 2 months since we broke up. Oh man, well in that case we can free you from your promise. No, it's alright. I will call him tonight and get the tickets. It's all good. Ren lifts his eyebrow, not very convinced. If you say so.